and welcome to Gunpla Reviews, where it is myself versus my shelf. About 230 model kits or so, and a queue of reviews to do. Today's challenger is the Gundam Flauros Ryuusei-Go, high grade 144, from the year of our Bandai Lords, 2018, clearly from Iron Blooded Orphans. Before anything else, let us observe the manual. And so, today's challenge, which is amongst the handful of models that I have actually bothered to fully panel line, is a very magenta colored boy. Articulation begins at the head as always. We can manage a full exorcist rotation with a little bit of catch up at the back between the chin and this yellow neck piece. At the shoulders, we will get this high, naturally. The usual bicep rotation, as was hidden by the shoulder piece. The 110 degree elbow bend. Hand is the usual ball and socket. And we do have a little bit of sort of shield action going on. I guess if you want to use it as a shield, as a punching bit, it has a purpose, but it can be multifunctional. At the waist, you get, of course, the unobstructed 360 turn. Very, very minuscule, tiny side skirts, but because there's no obstruction there, we get a full high kick here, followed by such a knee bend. And then, if you handle it correctly, you get a full swing to the back. You do get a thigh rotation at the top. Down here at the feet, full rotation, which presently one of the feet is backwards. Side to side. And wild action right there. Somewhere I've placed his two accessories. Here they go. We get two machine guns here, of which you can store the handle away, and inside the backpack back here, which we will discuss separately. How do I show this? Here we go. Get that inside there. Right there is a 3mm peg, so down here and around back, you can rearrange things, maybe, take it into consideration, of course, to plug that in and have those hang out under here, under the arms, for no hands gunning. If he came with anything else, his hands would be free in order to use extra weapons. Perhaps pick up an accessory set for the Gundam Flauros Ryuusei-Go. I say that with laughter right now. At the back pack, we have a lot of movement. We saw that these are where we store the extra guns. This large segment here bends. This is fixed, but the guns up here do have their own set of movement. The head up here has some... Oh, that's completely hidden. The Ryuusei-Go styled head has movement up here, but it is very deliberate and limited, and this tail does not move. Now, why would you pick up a cold to sniffle while you're on camera? Give me a second. So, as I was saying, why would you pick up this maroon monstrosity? And I don't mean monstrosity is a bad thing. I mean because him a monster. If we take our arms and we pull these out front and use these to cover our hands. Let's do that. Okay. We will move these side bits out of the way and pull the arms out just a little bit. Not all the way, just enough. We will pull this piece up and give the head a nice place to rest. Back here, we're going to completely rotate the board so that we can bend the knee. Oh look, I had one of the feet the right way already. Let's rotate that other one. Now up here, what we need to do is not disconnect the Dane slave. We need to plug that in. And I seem to have a small issue with that. I think the positioning is slightly off. There we go, that fit in. That means that this back here isn't lined up right. It wasn't even in the hole to begin with. What a genius I am. Yeah, there it goes. And get those in. And then with this headpiece back here, we'll bring this forward and kind of set that down around everything here. Now, of course, it's looking a hot mess, but with a little proper posing, I can make it look less dumb. Because I know that doing it on camera is not ever going to be as graceful as doing it in privacy of your own home and shelves. So, for the time being, what we get is the Gundam Flauros shelling mode that looks very much like a dog. Do believe that these do not belong up to the side, but whatever. We'll just put those there for now. And we have a very doggo style Gundam. A quadruped for not only stability of firing giant Daneslave fuck-off railguns, but it can also move around from this position. That way it's not, caught with its pants down around its ankles trying to get away when it needs to fire. Unfortunately for this, we have a big mountain of stickers. Now these eyes that are known for the Ryuusei-Go style mobile suits, you have your eyes here, and you have a set of eyes here on the V-fin. You've got a couple along the shoulders here on both sides, but then you get these up here. Now these are easy enough to just paint in, scribble in with your favorite marker, panel liner. Here's the issue. This and this could have been parts. Sure, that requires more manufacturing and probably a higher cost, but people like pink mobile suits. Like, don't make every mobile suit pink, but let's look at Char's salmon colored mobile suit. Let's look at the Balsia. Let's look at the Infinite Justice. That's pink. There's a pink Zaku, for fuck's sake. People like pink mobile suits. People are going to buy this because it has transforming gimmick. It turns into a dog. Air quotes. It has giant fuck-off guns on the backpack. It's pink. But, blathering and rambling aside, we here at Axis Communications Entertainment are going to give this a front row. And it loses all of those points from being an ace model kit because of the big ass stickers. I can excuse the eyes. That's reasonable. I can excuse the shoulder coloration. It's fine. It's acceptable. This could have been like a couple of thin pieces you just sandwich on there, and it could have been a problem solver. But you get these big pink decals, these big pink stickers, color corrections on the softer ABS plastic. And like having built things across time, you can feel a difference in the plastic. When you get to these gray gunmetal colors that are usually for joints or for inner skeletons or for inner workings, it's a softer plastic. And that makes that plastic harder to paint on. I don't know why. I don't know what chemical compound. I don't know the science. I'm not a scientist. I'm a fan of giant robots. But what I do know is that it's very difficult to paint on this kind of plastic. So you give us these giant stickers. You lose points for that. But, thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for the DLC and other giant robot antics, collections, reviews, so on and so forth. Good night, Space Marines.